What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Fantastic week. I want to come here today and bring you my full recovery routine, my full recovery session. All you're going to need is a foam roller. You can use a strap, a long sock, and a hard ball. If you don't have a hard lacrosse ball, see if you can find a hockey puck, anything that you can break up tissue with. So this routine that I'm going to show you today, I've been using now every morning for the past couple days, and it's made me feel very, very good. And like I talk about all the time, if you do something and it makes you feel good, continue with it, because that probably means that it's helping you out in the short term and in the long term. So generally what I do this at about 9-10 a.m. My team training is generally 5:30 p.m. So I don't do my extras in the morning anymore. I try to get to my team training a little early, do some extras before, do some extras after, and I use this as a quality way to release the muscles, loosen the muscles, and it really is interesting because after this session I feel very calm, relaxed, loosens the body and loosens the mind. So I'm going to show you my recovery routine. Okay, so first thing, I'm just going to explain how I do it really quickly. I go from the bottom up, from the feet all the way up to the neck and the head. And generally what I'm going to do is I'm going to foam roll first with the lacrosse ball and with the foam roller to get warmth and blood to the tissue. After that, I'm going to stretch with the stretching band, open up the muscles a little more, and then at the end I'm going to do dynamic stretching, dynamic movements. For each foam rolling, for each muscle, I'm going to foam roll, I'm going to time it for 1 minute on the stopwatch. You can do it more, sometimes I do it more, but generally I just do this because I want to set a time limit for this to be about 45 minutes to an hour, and if I tend to not time it, I go over it. And then I won't be consistent the next day because I think, oh, it took me too long, so I don't want to do it again. So, like I always talk about, consistency is the most important thing. So I time each one for 1 minute. If I find a tight spot, I sit on it, I breathe on it, and that's how I go about it. During this time, I listen to an audio book. Right now I'm listening to Think and Grow Rich. Something you can do as well. You can listen to music. You don't need to listen to music. You choose. Let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to foam roll the bottom of the foot, if I can balance here. So all you're going to do is just roll around, find tight spots. If you find any tight spots, sit on it and breathe. I'm going to throw in my audio book, and throughout the movements, I'll explain if there needs to be any explanation. So I want you to roll around the whole foot. Find any tight spots, sit on it. After 1 minute, switch to the other foot. Next thing I'm gonna do is stretch the toes with the ball. I've shown you this before on my Instagram, on some other YouTube videos, and it may seem weird, it may seem wooey, but trust me, the toes, especially the big toe, are very, very important in sprinting and any athletic movement. So 30 seconds each toe. All you're gonna do is you put the ball under the toe, try to lean that knee over the toe. You should feel a nice stretch in the Achilles. Next thing you're gonna do, stretch the two middle toes. So same thing, lean into it. This is also very, very good if you have shin splints, if you have calf tightness, calf pain, because like I've talked about before, everything originates from the feet. It's basically the base of your body. So it undergoes a lot of stress. When the feet are stressed, the rest of the body may feel it. "30 seconds each segment. So, now that we finished the feet, next thing we're going to do is we're going to mobilize the big toe and mobilize the ankle. How are we going to do this? Pin down your other toes, and all you're going to do is lift with your big toe. Lift. 20 big toe lifts. Very, very crucial, like I said, for sprinting, any athletic movement. Good. Switch feet. If you can't do it alone, all I want you to do is simply lift the big toe with your hand as you pin the other toes down. Over time, your mind is going to realize what it's doing, and you're going to strengthen and mobilize that big toe. Excellent. Next thing we're going to do is mobilize that ankle. So we're going to be doing 15 repetitions. All you're doing is driving that knee slightly over the ankle, let this heel come up, and you go back. On the last rep, hold for 10 seconds. Ankle mobility is crucial for sprinting, for explosiveness. You want to be able to properly dorsiflex your ankle. This comes through ankle mobility. And your ankles may be lacking range of motion for many, many reasons. Overtraining, constantly on your toes as a footballer, sitting a lot, wearing dress shoes, whatever it is, we want to fix that. So, let's get started. Last rep, sit there, 10 seconds. Switch feet. Last rep, hold, 10 seconds. Good. Next thing we're going to do, move on to the calf. Once again, 1 minute each calf. If you're a beginner, roll it slowly like this. You want to add more pressure. All you do, put the other leg over that, and that's it. Like I said, you find any tight spots, sit on it. Switch legs. Cool. Next thing we're gonna do is go into a downward dog. What I want you to do here, first you're gonna just get into a push-up position, and all you're gonna do is you're driving your heels to the ground, driving your hands through the ground, and driving your ass to the sky. I want 6 deep breaths in and out of your nose. Great stuff. Next thing I'm going to do, foam roll the hamstring. Get 1 minute on the timer. Same thing as the calf. You want to start slowly. Let's go 1 leg. Switch legs. Tight spot here. I'm going to sit and breathe. Next thing we're going to do, grab a strap or a long sock, whatever it is, we're going to stretch the hamstring. Place it around your foot, lie back, set your timer for 45 seconds. All you're focused on doing now is pulling the band up and over your head. Don't pull it down. Pull it up and over the head. Keep this other leg on the ground and keep the head on the ground. And obviously breathe through the movement. drive that heel to the sky, drive those toes to the ground, and pull up and over the head. Switch. Next thing we're going to do, roll out the adductor, the groin region. If you have groin tightness, groin pain, your adductor could be very tight. So all I want you to do is place that foam roller, place your leg at about 90 degrees, place the foam roller here, and you're going to roll from the knee all the way up to the groin. So we're ready here. I want you to foam roll that quad. It's going to be very tight. All you're going to do, roll from the knee all the way up to the hip. Next thing I want you to do, roll that IT band. It's a band that runs from your hip all the way down to your knee. It's going to be very tight if you train a lot, if you run a lot. do the same thing on the other leg. Excellent. Let's move on to the other leg. Same exact thing. Next thing we're going to do, get the quad. So we're pulling on the bend, pulling on the foot, opening that quad. Excellent. Next thing we're going to do, hit that glute. Glute gets very, very tight. We sit a lot, obviously, if we're training a lot. So just want to roll it out, relieve the stress, relieve the tension. All you're going to do is place that foam roll under the glute, roll it out a little bit. If you want to add some more pressure, just put that leg over the other one and roll around. Feel out the tight spots and let the warmth get to the tissue. Excellent. Swish glutes. Mad as unreal. Excellent. Next thing we're going to do is a figure 8 stretch, which is going to stretch the glute very nicely. So, sure, if you've done yoga, you've seen this before. All you're going to do is put the ankle on the knee, and all you're doing is you're reaching through and pulling this leg towards you. This knee goes out, this knee comes to you. You should feel a nice stretch in that right glute. 1 minute. Switch legs. Excellent. Next thing we're going to do, open the groin a little bit. Pull your knees into you and let them go out. 10 circles. Switch directions. Excellent. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to foam roll the T-spine, which gets very tight very stiff when we're sitting on our laptops all day, or sitting in chairs, we begin to get hunched over. Our T-spine, our back, the muscles, they lengthen, they get long, and our chest and our shoulders, they get short, causing a hunchback position. What we want to do is open it up, make sure that we can get our shoulder blades wide, get our chest up, and make that T-spine nice and mobile. Very, very important in sprinting and being able to create strength and power in every athletic movement. All we're going to do is place it at the base of the T-spine. And we're going to be doing extensions over the foam roller. So all you're going to do, place them hands behind your head and just extend. As you extend, keep your ribs down by contracting and keeping your abs tight. We'll do 5 extensions on each segment. Up. Well, next thing you're gonna do, I want you to foam roller. Next thing I want you to do is foam roll the entire T-spine. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hug yourself. This is going to open up the T-spine. All you're doing is roll up and down T-spine. You find any tight spots, just hold. Excellent. Next thing I want you to do, just hit the traps, which are up here. Also get really tight from sitting, looking at your phone. Releasing them will release a lot of stress on your mind and your body. So just relax, roll up and down. Last thing I want you to do is get the neck. Foam roller directly under your neck. Lay down, relax, go side to side. Excellent. Done with the foam roller for the day. Thank God. first dynamic stretch we're going to do is a T-spine bridge. So all you're going to do, put your hands behind you, and I want you're going to lift up, activate the glute, reach over. 10 total reps. Two more. I want you to hold each position for 10 seconds. Excellent. Whew. Shake it out a little. Next thing we're going to do is the world's greatest stretch. There's a couple parts within this stretch. First thing you're going to do, you're going to do 3 reps each leg. Grab that knee, pull it to the chest, lunge forward. Put your hand here, open up that right hip, just twist. Open up the chest and the T-spine. If you have the flexibility, I want you to get that hamstring by driving that heel to the ground and driving the toes to the sky. 3, and then just crawl back. Next leg. Hold here for about 3 seconds, open up that left hip, and twist. Get that hamstring. Woo. Back. Two more. Last one. Good. Next thing we're going to do is a squat to stand. Squat down. Grab those big toes. If you don't have the flexibility, put your hands on the ground. All you're doing is you're driving your ass to the sky, and that's all you're doing. Drive the ass to the sky, back down. Breathe. 12 to 15. Good. Shake it out. Next thing we're gonna do is the Y stretch. So your feet are splayed out a little bit. Hands are up high. Reach down, hamstring stretch. Get into a squat position. Hands in front. Slightly get onto your hands. About 4 seconds. You're back. From here, I want 4 swivels to open up the chest. And now you're back up. 5 total reps of that. It's about a 4-second hold on each position. Back up, activate those glutes at the top. I think this is going to be the last stretch for the day. Pretty active myself, pretty mobile right now, feeling good. Got something to say? All you're going to do, shift side to side, drop those hips back, lean the weight into this leg, stretch this leg completely, open those hips. 16 total. Slowly and efficiently. The last 2, hold each position for 10 seconds. Go ahead and shake it out. Last thing I want to do is just get the neck. Put this hand down, reach for the ground, grab the side of your head, slightly tilt it. You're grabbing the ground, you're tilting this, and you're breathing. 6 breaths. Thanks so much for tuning into the video. I really appreciate it. I hope it helped you out. If you get this session done 2, 3, 4 times per week, I guarantee that you're gonna feel so much better in your body and in your mind. And that's what it's all about. If you're feeling good in your body and your mind, if you're relaxed, if your muscles are nice, they're feeling good, you're gonna perform well. And that's what it's all about.